Everybody, it's Jim with the Elm Group here. Today I got Mavon. He's one of my clients, and basically going to talk about the Cass Clay Community Land Trust and the process and kind of his story. We just literally got done with signing documents. House is his and Tanya's, and basically, literally just going to walk through it. So, Mavon, where are you from? What do you do? Like, how did we get here? How did we
Man,
meet?
so we met through, I guess,
I think we met
we
like
met
2 years ago
two
through
years
Zillow.
ago. Yep. You had hit me up about some homes,
Yep.
and I had shared that information with my brothers and
Hmm.
sisters to see if they were also interested in the same
Yeah.
program or the same deal, and everybody kind of backed out. They weren't
Yep.
interested. So me, I stuck with you because I know there was something good about you, man.
Yeah.
Like you gave me confidence on everything we were talking about, and we just keep working, and we're here today, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how we met. And yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yeah, I think originally you were looking online on a national website, and we got introduced. I want to say it was March or April of 2024, and just had stayed in touch until you were ready, and then basically learned about this program. And to kind of give you guys some background, you just closed on a new build over on the
Yep.
Minnesota side,
We did.
and appraisal came back. Significantly higher. We were able to get you a grant of about $160,000, which is not normal. Usually the max is 80, and so your mortgage is going to be based on a price that's about 50% less of the value of the house.
Yep.
And so, how big of a deal is that for you not having to pay that?
Man, to be honest, like before when we were looking at some houses before this program, we looked at. I mean, you showed us
Probably
so
10.
many, yeah, quite a bit of houses where you kind of lose track of them, and thank you for all that. But them houses compared to this program, them
Mm-hmm.
houses were somewhere between 160, 70s, and 80s, but
Yep.
they were 100-year-old homes
Yeah.
compared to this program. This is a brand new home
Yep.
built in 2025. So,
Yeah.
of course, we got into a house for half price,
Yeah.
and brand new house,
Yeah.
and
So,
you really
so
can't complain. Um,
mhm.
I just cannot thank you enough for getting us here.
Yeah. No, it's been a pleasure. And do you care if I kind of give some of the
No,
details of your house?
absolutely.
So it's a North Moorhead house. Is built in 2025. It was a tear down. So the city had condemned old house that was not beneficial to that area, and basically they demoed the house, built a new three bedroom, two bath,
Yeah, three,
four bedroom,
four
four bedroom,
bedroom,
two bath, and two
four and a
stall
half.
garage, on an established neighborhood in North Moorhead, and it's probably first or second highest priced home in that square block. And so you took a house before that was dragging everyone's home values down probably substantially, and now you have a house that's raising everyone's values in the
Of
community.
course, the neighbors in the neighborhood, they probably think I'm some heart surgeon or something. They don't know. I work at a car auction because they walk by and they see my grass is green and the
Yeah.
house is brand new, and
Yep.
they're very polite,
Hmm.
and I try to do my best to give them same energy,
Yeah.
be polite, and they have all came around. I mean, even people from maybe a block and a half away, they walk by and just they want to see the house and the grass. I don't know who has been telling them things about this house, but they come around and we're outside. Sometime we get to meet these people and they're amazing, and they always say, hey, if you need anything, we
Yep.
just a couple of houses from here, and
Yeah.
we love your house, and we love having you in the neighborhood. And I'm sure they're saying that because of what you said, that
Hmm.
house was a burden on everybody there before, because
Yep.
it did lower their home value, and there was a lot
Hmm.
of people. I think they said there was people living in that house that weren't even
Yeah.
belong to that house.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's kind of CCCLT's main thing is like literally either fixing up a house if it needs it, or going into areas that that house is condemned. They can pick it up from the city and then
yep.
build a new house that's really good for that neighborhood to raise values and get a family in there that's going to love and
And
appreciate that
that's what
house.
they did. They did
Yeah.
that. They really did that. I
Yeah.
mean,
And I think it's been a great thing. You guys are getting a great deal. You're getting a great house that's going to be fit for if you want to stay in it 5 years, great. If you want to stay in it 50,
Jim,
it can last that long too, man.
Jim, I was just telling Tanya, we were just on the drive from here. I think we were at the same spot a year ago, just driving same location. I was telling her we're never gonna own a house.
Yeah.
That was the mindset that
Hmm.
a year ago I was telling her that we will never own a house. Um, it would have been difficult without this program to own a home like this. To be
Hmm.
honest, this program is a good program for anyone, and I would really recommend them to hire you to work
Thank you,
with
man.
them because you are a very good man. I've bothered you personally many times, even after 10 o'clock at night. There's not many people that will answer your phone call, but
Yeah.
this man does it all the time. So
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
I gotta appreciate
we
you for
kind of
that.
got to the point of like being friends, and
Yep,
like being
yep.
brothers, and like this one hits pretty close to home. Like, yeah, this one's happy.
Jim, also I came from northern Iraq. My whole
Hmm.
family lived in a place big as this room. There was 11 or
Hmm.
10 of us. My other sister was born here, but to know lived in a refugee camp for 6 years in Turkey, 5 6 years in Turkey. I never in my life believed that we would ever have a better life, a chance at life, just like everybody else. To be able to own a home, to
Hmm.
be able to have a place where you're, you're relaxed and know something belongs to you. I never thought that would happen, and this would not have happened if I did not get to meet you, man. This would never been possible. So, all 99% of the credit goes to you, my
Thank
friend.
you.
And I appreciate every little thing that you did for us, and I'm sure you would do the same for everybody else too. And um, people should be looking for you all the time to get them the same thing that you got me, man. That you put me in an amazing home, and you were always there. Did not matter what kind of questions I had for you. Did not matter what time I called you. Did not matter anything. You were always there for us and for my family. I just want to thank you from every person that lives in my home, and just want to
Yeah.
say thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man.
This was not an easy ride, but you keep telling me, hey, we got this and we got this, and
Hmm.
you were right. We
Yeah.
did get this, and we're here today. We got to sign on that house today, and
Yeah. Literally half hour ago.
I honestly, just because of the situation we're in, we were in front of a whole bunch of people. Deep down, I had a couple of breakdowns. You were sitting right next to me. I was looking for my soda because I couldn't talk no more. I had tears inside. They
Yeah.
were gonna come out, man.
Yeah. I
I was
didn't
gonna
think
be
we'd get
emotional a
both of
little
us
bit,
crying on
man.
this, man, but I love it.
I just had too many papers to sign. They wanna put tears on the papers, but
Yeah.
um, this was an amazing ride. It took a long time, but in the end, it was completely worth it. Every
Yeah.
seconds of it was worth it, man.
Well,
And I appreciate you over and over. The words won't describe how much I appreciate you. Let's just say that there's not a word that I could say to tell you how much I really thank you.
thank you, man.
It's been an amazing one. I wish my brothers would have listened to me and just followed
Well,
through, and they would have been in homes too by now.
yeah. Well, I think here's the thing: is that most people think there has to be a catch. Most people think that's too good to be true. That's bullshit.
That's exactly
I
true.
swore first today.
No,
So.
it's true, man.
But yeah, I mean that's been your brothers and your families
Yep,
too,
yep,
right?
yep.
Of like they don't think it's real, and like quite frankly, there was a time as an agent where I didn't think it was real either.
Me too.
So this is my second land trust deal this year. So I had a seller that sold to the land trust. It was a good house. It needed a little bit of updating, and so we did some updates on the inspection, and then we have houses like this that are new. Usually it's buying existing houses that are good houses that might just need a little fixes here and there, but there are probably 6 new build homes every year that the land trust has as well. So typically the requirements are you need to be able to finance it conventionally. So you're probably going to have a credit score over 620 and you need to make less than 92K. And then it's made up of a mix of first time home buyer programs and land grants and grants from the nonprofit, which is the Community Land Trust. And so we were able to do that here. And the first lender, you were pre-approved right away with a lender I know really well.
For sure.
Great lender. But because of the program, because the trust owns the land, Uh, basically, the trust owns the land, you own the home.
Yep.
There's a lot of lenders that won't do that. So we went to a different lender. Again, they could pre-approve you, but we had to close in October. Today's August. And so we didn't want to wait that long. So we went to a third lender that had different requirements that could do the trust, and we were able to get it through that way. That's not typical. But we got it done. And so we had to jump through some hoops, but we got it done. And so basically, those are the requirements to get in. It's not that hard.
It's very easy. You just,
Yeah.
the only thing you gotta do, pretty much like from my side,
Yeah.
you just gotta reply back. That's pretty
Yeah.
much all it is. It wasn't anything hard. It wasn't anything where you need to know the language or anything like that. I mean, anybody could get this. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
like you said, if you make under a certain amount and if you have a credit score of whatever and you have a job where you could afford this, it's not something difficult.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be difficult, but once the process started and
Once we got to the lender that could get it done quickly.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was pretty quick.
It wasn't bad. But like
Yeah.
the only I thought the only hard part was gonna be like the banking, like how the loan, and how you gonna get approved for such a big loan if you, because I had a little issue with job history because
Yeah.
I mean I had jobs just they were kind of like I had a job for 3 months and another one right after that for another like
Yeah.
6 months and
Yep.
but they somehow some way these guys were able to put them all together and get us the
Yeah.
loan that we wanted. And,
Yeah. Can we talk about that just a little bit?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. So the first lender, you had continuous job history. You had moved around a little bit,
Yep,
and so
yep,
the first
yep.
lender said, "Yep, we're good." Second lender was based on Fannie Mae, and so that lender was a little bit more restrictive. They wanted 2 years of job history at
Yep.
the same place, so that's why we would have had to wait till October. Third lender, they were based on Freddie Mac, and if I'm saying any of those names wrong, whatever. Basically, they required 1 year of solid job history, and so that's why we were able to move ahead with that. You had the credit, you had the down payment, you guys had everything else. It was literally just the banking regulations mixed with the land trust regulation that made it more complicated than traditional.
Of course.
Yeah, for someone new coming in, and I can ask those questions up front now, it's not going to be that complicated.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
How long you been at your current job? Okay, a year. Great. We need to go to Tom. Okay, 2 years. Great. We can go to these 2 or 3 banks. Okay, you don't want community land trust. You want just normal process. Great. We can go to any of these guys.
Of course.
So,
They have options.
yep, we have options.
Yep, we have options on that. Yep.
And I think the big thing is people just get in their heads that it's too tough, and affordability is a big thing right now. And this opens up home ownership to a whole set of people that normally couldn't do it.
Man, I never believe I never in my life I would drive around by my friends' homes and I'd be like, man, like why not me? Like what is it
Yeah.
that I didn't do right in my life that I cannot afford something like that? Like I'd get disappointed in myself a lot of time, but once you came around and you kind of give me some information about homes and what it takes to get into one and the process of getting into a home, and you opened my eyes, man. I didn't think I would ever be able to own a home, and working with you made it very easy. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Made it very easy because you did all the work for us, man. We just had to sign a go on our phone and click on a
purchase agreement?
on a purchase
Yeah.
agreement, and it would
Yeah.
automatically sign it for you. That was the hard part for us. It took literally 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You did all the work. We just didn't do much, but we got to where we wanted to be.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and I think it's a solid house.
it's a great house.
It's a solid house, a solid neighborhood, and something that, if you had to go buy that on the open market, I just sold one of these the other day. Your payment would have been, just doing math, $1,200 higher for
Of
the same
course.
for the same house.
Of course.
So, what you guys have is really really good, and I'm
It's
I'm
very
happy
good.
for you guys.
It is, man. Whoever watches this or looks at this or pays attention to this video, please, this is the man right here. This wasn't not possible. If I would have done this on my own, it would have never happened. I give this man all the credit, every single credit that He's the one that showed us the way. He's the one that showed us all the homes. He would some of the homes we would go see, and he would let us know like what was wrong with the home, what it take to fix this home, and sometime maybe he would even tell us maybe this home is not even right for you because you know when you have kids and family, people actually look out for you. You know,
Yeah.
so just be aware of that. You got people that would look out for you. So,
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of my whole philosophy as a dad too. I'm like, I want someone that's gonna be open and honest. I have kids. You have kids. Like, once you have kids, it just changes everything.
It does, man. It really does
Yeah.
because you do everything for them from there and on. And Jim, I just cannot thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
and
could-
now we have a forever home for our kids.
I could sit here and say thank you through this whole process and still wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
this
good
my
enough for
ego's
you,
kind of
man,
going
you
up,
know?
man. I gotta be honest. Like,
No, to be honest, I mean, this is a real life situation, man. This
Yeah.
is not we're not sitting here on these chairs in front of a camera,
Yeah.
trying to show off to people or make up a story
Yeah.
about something. This happened in real life.
Yeah.
It's a real life story. I came from a family that couldn't afford much. We came here to the United States back in 1992. My father told me this is from the word from his mouth that he had one Iraqi dollar in his pocket. I don't even know what the Iraqi dollar worth back in the day when we moved over here.
Yeah.
We've been through housings, been homeless like me and Tanya and our kids. We were homeless before, man. We
Yeah.
literally stayed at Churches United, you know. I mean, that's a true story, man. But look where we're at now.
Yeah.
We just closed on a $345,000 house, man.
Yeah.
So like anything's possible if you just put your mind and effort into it, and anybody could do
Yeah,
this.
you did the work, man. Like, you guys worked your way out of it, and
You know,
you know, I just did the leg rake, and you know,
but still, knowing that you got people on your side that are trying to help you with this process and help you get into a home, it really means a lot. It's not so stressful because you know you're not doing this on your own, and you got people on your side. Even though after all this process is done, everything is done over with, Jim, you have a friend for life, man. You know, I know we met through trying to house process, getting a home and all that, but just to get to know people after so many years, sometimes people are more than what they are, man. You know, like you're the most amazing human that I've ever walked on this earth, man. I just cannot ever run out of good words to say about you.
Thanks, man.
Let's just say that again and again, this process would not been we wouldn't be where we are without your help and what you're a smart man. You helped us out, even though some days might have been hard. I call you 10 o'clock at night, say Jim.
I think you only called me
and,
10 o'clock
you
at
know,
like one time.
Yeah, you know, I bug you all the time more than anybody, but you're always there. If you even in the meeting you send me a text message, say, hey, I'll call you right back, and you're a man of your word, and you always show up for people, and thank you for that, man.
Yeah, this is actually probably my favorite story the last couple of years.
Yeah, you did your job, man, and I just don't know how I'm gonna repay you for this.
Well, you can go get some kebabs, man.
That wouldn't be something hard. If it's only kebabs, I will buy you kebab for a whole year. It's not.
It's on video now, man.
Hey, it's
So-
on video, man. I will make them for you myself.
Yeah.
But you know, it's an amazing story, to be honest.
Yeah.
I never personally thought, because like 10 years ago, when I was from 30 years, I was 30 years old all the way till I was like 41 or 42. I spent that 10, 11 years of my life in hospital.
Yeah.
I had very difficult time with life. I couldn't make no money because I was dealing with heart issues, and Tanya stuck by my side. She could have got up and left and said, you know, I could go find somebody healthy that doesn't have these kind of issues, and somebody that makes money, and somebody that could do better and whatever. She stuck by my side and helped me get through this, and I went and as soon as I start feeling better, I went and got myself a part-time job, and then once the part-time job, I was okay with that. I decided maybe that part-time job I could do better. I could go full-time job, and I start doing that, and then I thank God I ran into you, and we worked together to get to where we're at today. And you know, so don't ever give up, man. Whoever is watching this, don't give up. Anybody could do this. If I could do it, you could do it. I've heard, you know, how many times I've heard these stories like,
Yeah.
if I could do it, you could do it. But I just it never really hit me like today, man. You know, but today was a special day, man. And Jim, I thank you.
It was. It was a really
I thank
special
you,
day.
man. I thank
And
you.
I think that's a good place to wrap it. Just to say, like, home ownership is in a lot of people's minds is out of reach and is an impossible thing. And there's stuff out there to help. Whether that's the North Dakota and Minnesota first-time homebuyer programs, whether that's grant programs and land trust programs. There's things that are out there that can get you into houses. And raise your hand. Just call me. Send an email. Whatever. Like, that's what we're here for. And I love this story. This is the best story I think
Yeah, man.
I've ever been in, honestly.
Yeah, man. To be honest, the story wouldn't be the way it is if you were
Yeah.
not involved in the story, man.
Yeah.
The story would have been a short story and probably wouldn't be nothing like this. But you're tremendous, man. You're amazing. You're great. You're everything you could call yourself. You are that. You know.
Yeah.
You are him. You know how there's a saying. You're him. You are him.
Thank you,
You
man.
are the man. You are the man of your words. You said
Yeah.
you were gonna get me into a home, and you did that today.
Yeah.
And
If people ask me why they should work with me, I'm just gonna go play, and it's just gonna be made
to be honest, it's not about who's working with you. It's not
Yeah.
about anybody could work with you. Anybody could help you get into a home. But it's the process of how they get you into that home and how do they show up for you. Are they willing to, once you send them an email or a message or whatever the case might be, how do they get back to you? What kind of
Yeah.
words do they use? How like you are always there. You always emailed or messaged or whatever, the most politest things and most respectful and most understanding. And if I didn't understand it, I make sure, like, I send you a message or an email, say, hey, like, how does this work? And
Yeah.
you explained it more than once or twice. If just make sure that I understand the process of whatever it was the case might be that
Yeah.
we were talking about, and everybody should hire you than nobody else.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Because you're a good man. You're good with families. You're very respectful. All that stuff matters, man. You know, like I just cannot thank you enough and enough.
Yeah.
I'm emotional inside, Jim, right now. Haven't had many help in my life. I didn't come to this country and wasn't always the greatest when I was a little younger. I was just a young man doing what young men do, and buying a house. All that was never came through my head. Like, but once I had kids and family, I keep thinking about owning a home. I just did not know how we would do that. Just how I just pretty much gave up a year ago. I literally, or a year or two ago, I gave up on the home process stuff. I said this is just never gonna happen. We're not those kind of people that are lucky enough to get into a home. And then I ran into this guy named Jim, and he changed my mind about everything and showed me the way and helped me in a way that no other man would. And look where we're at today, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I just thank you, because not many people would do that for a friend, man. You know, and you're more than a relative. You're a friend of a family for life, man.
Thank you,
I
man.
thank you for that.
Thank you. If you guys have questions about the program, reach out. There's gonna be a lot of hugging that's happening right now. So.
Hey, it's a good day, man.
Yeah.
I don't smile much, but today
Yeah, you've
it's
been
a
smiling
day
today.
I could smile as hard as I can and say thank you and appreciate you. Sorry about the mustache. She did this to me.
Looks
But
good. I like it.
like words can't describe
Yeah.
the feeling, man, of how I feel today. Um, we got a future for our kids, man. Now,
Yeah.
like, um, my my parents weren't able. Not that they did not want to. They just never had chance to do this for any of us. They came here to this country with no money in their pockets, but I mean, we all did the right thing. We always worked hard for everything that we own. Me and my brothers and sisters, and we've worked hard for everything that we own, um, and we're lucky to be here in this country and be lucky to own a home as good as the one we have. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
I thank you, and the people that worked with you, they were also amazing, but not amazing like you. But they were good people, but they were not good as Jim. But yeah, that's pretty much all we could say. I mean, the story would never end. We could sit here for another hour or two and continue talking about this. It just will go on and on, and in the end, we got what we wanted, and um, just like I said, I cannot thank you enough
Yeah.
for everything you've done for me and my family,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
We'll always thank you, and we'll always love you for what you did
Thank you,
for us, man.
You're very welcome.
Yes,
You're
sir.
very welcome, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
so happy for you guys.
Thank you, man.
I'm so happy, and
Thank
I,
you.
I, we could sit here all day.
Yeah, of
But
course.
you gotta go enjoy your house.
I gotta go.
You gotta
Enjoy
go
my
to Fleet
house,
Farm.
man.
It sounds like
I
Get
gotta.
some stuff.
I gotta call my coworker first, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah for sure. I gotta go. Go.
Yeah.
I got some relatives coming in from Minneapolis. We're
Nice.
gonna go meet up with them. They're coming to check out the house.
Awesome, man.
So, thank you
Yeah.
again.
Well, and these programs are available in a lot of places. So Minneapolis has a program like this.
Sure.
So there's a lot of counties in Minnesota, and there's I think up in Grand Forks there's this type
But-
of program now.
They don't have good relatives like you.
I know,
They're
I
in
mean-
Minneapolis. So.
I guess I have to go to Minneapolis. Huh? So,
Thank you, man.
awesome. Well,
Thank
yeah.
you.
If you guys have questions, please reach out to me. It's a great
Definitely.
program.
It is an
Um,
amazing program.
And if it's a program for you, great. Otherwise, if it's the traditional route, we can go that route too. So
Of course.
if you guys have questions, reach out to me, email or phone. Thanks.
Of course. Thank you.